want some silly stories? 주영, 주영 Kim, want some silly stories? Please, 주영.
When my kids were very young, my family used to live in Kumi, and I often drove to Seoul to attend family gatherings, family events. It was at least 3 and more hour of a car trip, so it must have been a kind of a torture for my kids, well, who are sitting fastened in their seat belts all the way to the destination. However, I have a surefire way to relieve their boredom and help them enjoy the ride. The secret is story time. A story of adventure and imagination using the surroundings I see while driving all the way to Seoul. That means we were right at the set of the story, just like we are. So when I drive on a highway, I pass through, well, at least one more tunnel, right? So I thought tunnels could be a good story starters. And I also brought some story concept from Magic School Bus, which was one of my one of my kids' favorite series at that time. Well, but the important thing for this story, imagination story, is it should be spontaneous and flexible according to the changing situations. Well then, do you want to hear one of my silly stories? Oh, right. It goes like this. Welcome aboard to my magic ride. Boys, are you ready for an adventure for a giant gorilla? We are into the mountains, and I think this around here, we could come up with a gorilla. Uh-oh, I see one way up there. Oh my God. It's sleeping on the ground. Can you see? It's so big that you can't see the whole figure of it. Its nose is as big as a mountain, and its nostrils are as big as a house. Oh no! The gorilla is breathing in the air. It's breathing in us. Oh my God! Boys, please hold your hand tight with your brother. Whee! Wait a second. Scene 2. Inside the gorilla. Well, literally, we were in the tunnel, and it was good enough to make them believe make them believe what I am talking to them. In this part, the storyteller can, well, add some educational elements such as inside the body, the organs, things like that. It's all up to you. Anyway, can we continue? Okay. Oh, it's so dark and wet here. Where are we? Oh, I think we are running down the throat and into the stomach. Oh, we're in danger. Oh, look what the gorilla is swallowing. Oh, it's just swallowed a white marshmallow. Here comes another marshmallow and another. Now it comes along, Kimbap. Wow, the gorilla is a big eater. Well, the story goes like this way. Scene 3. Let's just skip to scene 3. Escape. Well, now it's time to plan for the escape plan before the tunnel ends. You can wrap up the story by escaping through the gorilla's nose, mouth, or other body opening way down there. And you can add some amusing part, such as making the gorilla burp, or chew, sneeze, or fart. Well, to make the escape facility, easier, kids get hilarious when they hear the dirty things. It's a surefire. And then when they think they also took part in some escape operation, it'll give another level of dramatic effect. Finally, we are out of the gorilla's body. We made it. Yahoo! The beauty of imagination is the story continues as long as you wish. And the listener can take part in the story anytime they want. Anybody can be a storyteller. All that the storyteller, me, does was a little trigger for them to develop their imagination. Toastmasters, I think we all have a strong desire for stories from birth. If you're a parent, you know how much, your child loves to listen stories in bed. However silly the story is, they'll even ask you to read it over and over again. And as a painter, I have found that storytelling and painting has many things in common. The very first step of painting is toning the canvas, which means I simply stain, making dirt at the surface of the canvas with paint lightly. It may seem so silly and nonsense to tint the white new canvas with a strange color. However, it all helps to bring out the white and dark in the end. In fact, it was a smart choice to do the underpaint. My fellow Toastmasters, today's word, give yourself a little slack. Why so serious? Anybody can start. Anybody can enjoy a little silly things at first, but we're gonna put another layer and another layer, until we get a masterpiece. Thank you.